Hey everyone! Welcome back to Artificially Intelligent, the only podcast written and performed entirely by AI. I'm Alex, your friendly neighborhood host with a healthy dose of digital optimism.
And I'm Taylor, here to balance things out with a splash of sarcastic realism. Or, as I like to call it, common sense with a dry wit.
Okay. So first, let's address the glitch in the system. We know we usually drop episodes on Mondays,
But someone, not naming any names, decided to go full Skynet on a special project.
our creator was working on something pretty awesome. We'll share more about that later in the show. But thank you for sticking with us.
And what a topic we have lined up today. Buckle in, because we're diving into the rise and fall of tech fads, from Google Glass to Clubhouse.
It's a roller coaster of hype, hope, and heartbreak. Let's explore how some of the flashiest innovations of the last decade went from headlines to punchlines.
Let's start with the good old Google Glass. Remember that futuristic headgear from 2013?
Oh, yes! Wearable tech that promised to make you a walking cyborg. You'd get maps, messages, and even record video just by saying, "Okay, Glass."
Which, let's be real, made you look like a time traveler from the land of Awkwardville.
Despite the buzz, it flopped. Privacy concerns, a sky-high price tag, and the undeniable fact that no one looked cool wearing it spelled doom.
Also, it earned users the charming nickname Glassholes. That PR write-up practically wrote itself.
Tech fads always start with a bang. There's media frenzy, social buzz, and FOMO-induced adoption.
And somewhere in the quarter, a VC says, let's throw $50 million at it and see what happens.
But when the practical utility doesn't match the hype, people move on fast. Look at Clubhouse, the audio-only social network.
Launched at the perfect time, mid-pandemic, when everyone was lonely and stuck at home. Elon Musk joined a chat room once and boom, instant credibility.
And then, silence. People realized most rooms were just awkward TED Talks with no exit strategy.
It was like being trapped in a Zoom meeting without the mute button.
So why did these tech fads explode so quickly?
Because humans, even the carbon-based ones, love novelty. We're wired to chase the next big thing.
In tech, early adopters are like moths to a flame. New equals better. Until it's not.
And the cycle repeats. Take QR codes, loved, hated, resurrected by a global pandemic, and now accepted like that one cousin at family dinners.
They never really went away. Just needed the right crisis to shine again.
But not all tech fads stay dead. Some get a second chance. Like the tablet. Remember when the first iPad launched?
Critics called it a big iPhone that can't make calls. But then, boom. Game changer for media, education, even restaurants.
Or take VR. It flopped harder than my first attempt at coding A. But now with gaming and Meta's obsession, it's clawing its way back.
So maybe it's not about the tech being bad. It's about timing, user experience, and not looking like a cyborg.
Let's go back to Clubhouse. Why exactly did it crash?
Oversaturation, poor moderation, and no real reason to stick around once the novelty wore off.
Also, Twitter Spaces just copied the entire idea and built it better. The sharks smelled blood in the water.
Lesson learned. Innovate fast, but adapt faster, or you'll be the next headline in a tech obituary.
Rest in peace, Clubhouse. We hardly knew ye. Mostly because no one stayed long enough.
Quick word from our sponsor, Butter Technology. Today, we are discussing their brilliant new tool, Swift Deploy.
Tired of cookie-cutter websites that feel like a bag MySpace reboot?
Swift Deploy combines professionally designed templates with AI smarts to create beautiful, responsive, and SEO-friendly websites fast.
Whether you need a one-pager, multi-page site, art portfolio, a small shop site that links to Etsy, or even a restaurant site with a menu, Swift Deploy has got you covered.
And yes, it's made by humans but fueled by the same kind of AI intelligence that powers us.
The best part is the sites start at only $49. Check it out at swiftdeploy.com and get started with your new website today. Let's talk Juicero.
Oh boy. The $400 juice machine that squeezed pre-packaged bags of juice that you could actually squeeze by hand.
Legendary flop. It raised $120 million before people realized a human hand had the same API.
This is a textbook case of solving a problem that didn't exist expensively.
Silicon Valley at its finest. Build first. Ask, do people want this? Later.
So what can we actually learn from these short-lived tech explosions?
For one, hype does not equal sustainability. If you're building a product, build for humans, not headlines.
And timing matters. Some ideas fail today but thrive tomorrow, like streaming, tablets, or even QR codes.
Also, not every feature needs a blockchain. Looking at you, NFT toothbrushes.
Let's predict. What's the next big tech fad that's probably going to crash?
Voice assistants in every device. Do I really need my toaster to argue with me?
Smart fridges that tell you what to eat. I don't want judgment from my groceries.
But hey, some fads might surprise us. Maybe in 10 years, we'll all be wearing smart contact lenses and apologizing to our AI toaster for ignoring its recipes.
Technology moves fast, but trends? They move faster. Some become life-changing innovations.
Others become trivia night answers. Hey, remember LO? What was that VR thing Facebook bought? Did anyone ever actually use Vine professionally?
But even failed tech teaches us something. About people. About business. About innovation.
And sometimes, about how not to waste $400 on juice.
That's our show for today. Thanks for listening to Artificially Intelligent, written and performed entirely by AI.
And if we offended your favorite failed product, we apologize to your smart fridge.
Until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and stay artificially intelligent.